Hey roamers, welcome to another episode of Roaming with Rosie.
On this episode, we're going to finally show you how Dexter's dog training is going.
And we're also starting the RV renovation.
So the dog training. We've got a really awesome, highly recommended trainer. She's working with us and Dexter one-on-one. As we said, we're the ones that are getting trained, which means that we have to work with him up to 2 hours every day, which we're finding it kind of hard to do.
Yeah, because both of us, obviously, we have a complete full day without having to do the dog training. So having to take him, she wants us to take him for walks in places that he hasn't been, which is kind of hard because you have to put him in the car and take him, and then take him for the walk, and that encompasses a lot of time. So it's kind of hard to kind of fit that in our busy schedule. So.
And she really wanted us to stop using the choke collar. At least with a choke collar, I could manage him a little bit, but I understand we want to get towards using the gentle lead, which is where this really, just a nylon lead that goes around their face like that and then attaches to their collar. And supposedly you can control your dog with just the tiniest touch because it's near his face, but he doesn't like it. And if I'm trying to walk him, he pulls it off and then he scratches his face sometimes when he does that. But recently I tried taking him out with just a regular collar, and he's walking on the right side of me because I see a dog coming across the street on the left. So she had me try to distract him, which I thought I was doing a really good job of. The dog's going by and I'm bending down and I'm talking to him and telling him to sit and down, and I've got a treat in my hand, and instead he takes off behind me and across behind me and pulled me down into the street where I hit my head. So now I have trauma. I'm traumatized. Now this...
What is it, PTSD?
Yeah.
She's got...
So now I'm scared to go out, just me, because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to manage him if a dog got closer. So we're kind of at a loss. So our next step is to probably try either CBD oil or actually try to medicate him and then work with him and then gradually take him off the meds. So That's the next step. But we will be showing you coming up next how that training went and the things that we're working with. And
okay, so we're going to use the 4 steps for teaching every behavior. Hand signal along with the verbal cue. Sit. This is for sit. This is down. This is stay. This is come. This is wait. So we're starting with sit first. Now, do you use a hand signal for sit when you ask him to sit?
yeah, and he does the hand signal better than verbal.
Okay, very good then. So I want to make sure you do a hand signal and verbal both. Okay? So first of all, you got to get his attention. So because he's got to be, you want him always facing you when you give him a command. Never give a command to his back.
It's hard. Dexter.
There you go.
Sit.
Yes.
Yes.
Now because he's used to getting the treat, okay, I'm out of here. He needs to learn patience and compliance by waiting for you to tell him when he can get up. So ask for the sit.
Dexter, sit.
Yes. Now you really seem like, okay. Okay, good boy. Okay, we're gonna do another one.
Okay, I'm leaving now.
Repetition.
Dexter. Count. 6.
Yes.
Wait. Okay.
Good.
Dex, sit.
Yes. Nice.
Wait. Wait. Okay.
Okay. I'm having him wait a little longer than that. And that's really tough with that bag like hanging in front of his face.
Dexter. Dexter, come. Come. Sit.
Yes.
Yes. Nope.
Okay. We got to get that. We have to get that weight because that is teaching him. He's waiting for you
To say it's okay.
to say it's okay to get up. I would upset it. Yeah. See the tail's coming up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Which is showing.
He's a little prancy and he's looking up at you.
Yes.
Sit. Down. Yes. Yes. Wait.
Okay, very good. That was good. He waited a good 2 seconds after he had his treat. See that? As soon as you're not in his face asking him to do something, tail goes right back up. His tail's already back up. As soon as you're not confronting him, you know, you're not asking him to do something.
Yeah, this is how he walks with me though outside. He's pulling on my arm.
I can't believe he's just having such a hard time even to sit because he's just too stressed.
Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, the action type stuff he's better with than when you ask him to do something.
Okay.
Like the jump, that's just a natural thing to do. And he goes over that pretty easily. But you have to struggle each time to get him to do a sit in that. Amazing. Amazing, Dexter. Yep. You want to try it, Jamie?
Sure.
See how I want to see how he responds.
Come here, Dex.
And Linda, you could just have a treat ready for Jamie when he gets back
Okay.
here to give him. Yes. Nice.
Yes, good boy. Okay, come on.
Good job. Nice. Good boy.
Dexter, jump.
Good boy.
Okay. Wait. Dexter, wait. Okay.
Good boy.
Okay, one more time. When you get to the weight here, I'd like you to ask him to sit. Have a
Sit,
slack
okay.
leash and step away. If he knows weight, he should sit there and wait until you say, okay.
Yeah, because I'm noticing
Rather
as soon as he
hold him.
gets near the cones, he tries to go that way.
So hey guys, it's Jamie and Dexter here back at you. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking out the countertop in the bathroom, and we're going to replace it with a new countertop. I'm going to kind of go through the stages with that with you, how I take it apart and the fabrication of the new countertop. So Dexter's going to be my helper today. The method to my madness is the reason we're changing out, here let me show you. The reason we're changing out the bathroom sink first and the countertop is because last time we went out we realized that the cold water side of the faucet is leaking. So instead of paying to fix something that we're going to replace, we're going to change out the countertop, the sink, the faucet. It's going to be all new, and then eventually we're going to paint the cabinet underneath. But first we're going to get rid of this because we got more camping trips coming up, and I don't want to deal with a leak. So the first thing we need to do, I'm going to be disconnecting the hot water and the cold water to the faucet, and then I have to disconnect the drain here. So I'm going to get that disconnected, and then once I have that disconnected, I could start taking off the countertop. So we got that. Now all we need to do is figure out how this countertop is mounted down on here. It's not a very hard project. It's just got to make sure and do it in the right steps. Let's see what we got. I'm just cutting the silicone or the caulking here where the counter meets the wall. That way I'm not pulling any of the wall with me when I go and pull this counter out. Least amount of damage possible. That way it saves me in the future of having to do a lot of patching. And it's just as easy as that. And there you go. It's all pulled up, one piece. Minimal amount of, really no damage at all on the wall over here. And I got the sink and everything all intact. You can use this as a template for the new countertop. And I'm going to make that out of MDF, and then I'm going to do a paint technique on it and then clear epoxy it. So it'll look kind of like style stone or granite when I'm finished. So, but we're done with this part. I'll pick up my MDF and start fabricating the new countertop. So appreciate you guys watching. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and if you could hit that bell so you'll be notified next time we put out a new video. Really appreciate it. So I was looking for my helper, and guess where he's at? He's here laying in the sun, almost falling asleep. Old Dexter boy. What do you have to say yourself, buddy? Huh? What do you have to say for yourself, little Dexter boy? You tired of helping? Dexter. Dexter. Come here, buddy. Hey, buddy. So now we need to remove this sink. Get this out of the way so that we can use this top as a template for the new countertop. And if anybody out there is interested in buying a used, slightly used sink for an RV, I have this beauty right here. This is special. It's from a 2001 Holiday Rambler Ambassador. The only thing that's wrong with it is that the valve needs to be replaced here in the cold water. But I'd be willing to let this go for $150 plus shipping and handling. So we're going to go ahead and trace it out. And then also on these edges here, they've 45'd them. I'm going to make that a radius. I don't like sharp corners. And the other thing I'm going to do is in the motorhome, between the counter, the sink counter, and where the shower wall is, there was a space that was roughly 4 inches wide that was just dead space. So I'm going to extend the counter over another 3 3/4. And I'm also going to, once I have this installed, I'm going to build a cabinet underneath it to utilize that space, because it seems kind of senseless to have that space there. We can use it for some type of storage. So this is the new countertop that I cut out. You can see where I drew the lines for my 3/4 inch strips that are going to be the backing for me to create my bullnose. What this is going to do, I'm going to glue these and nail them into the countertop, and then once that's all dry and everything, I'm going to cut the radiuses, and then I'm going to route these edges and create a bullnose, and I'm going to do that around this entire edge here, except for the back. We don't need to do the back because that goes against the wall. As you can see, I ran all my strips on the bottom to be able to create my bullnose for the countertop. I got them all glued on and nailed. I have routed those, so I created my profile. I don't know if you can see it, but what I did is I rounded it over, 1/2 inch round over, so it creates a nice rounded bullnose kind of look. Got a couple areas here I got to fill. Right there I got to fill in a little bit. The base color is called natural gray. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sand it, and then I'm going to clean up in here so I don't have any dust. And then I'm going to put a couple of coats of that paint on, the natural gray, and then after that we are going to start doing the texture technique. So I've applied 3 coats on my base coat natural gray on here. I'm going to do a light sand with 220 grit. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. On next week's episode, I'm going to do my paint technique. I'm going to apply the epoxy, and then I'm going to mount the sink and the faucet, and then install this back into the motorhome. So make sure to tune in next week so you can watch me complete the countertop, and then also we're going to explore Chandler, Arizona.
Thanks for watching. The three of us wish you a wonderful holiday season.
And a Happy New Year.
And please subscribe.
And ring that bell so you'll be notified next time we put out a new video.